We'll continue with the previous simplification process that we started. We saw first mechanism to construct a reduced grammar. So one of the step was how can we find out equivalent grammar which will contain every variable, okay, which should derive some terminal string. So let us now talk about second simplification mechanism. Okay, so this again would be a kind of dedicated process which will be used further in respect of generating a reduced grammar. So let me first write the second uh, theorem, okay, or statement for every CFG G containing Vn, sigma, P, and S, we can construct equivalent grammar G dash equal to Vn dash, sigma dash, P dash, and we'll keep S such that every symbol in Vn union sigma, okay, so like such that every symbol in Vn dash, because we are talking about this, and sigma dash appears in sentential form. Okay, so this is the case. Now let us try to define the process. So we'll follow the same approach that we applied in previous case. Like we have to construct grammar G dash, which is Vn dash, sigma dash, P dash, and S. Now let us define construction of this. Okay, so stage 1 will construct construction of W. So we'll create W's. Okay, so how this W would be constructed? So let us go with this. So we will take W1, first W, to contain start variable. Fine. So first W we are going to take start variable from the given grammar. Now next W would be previous W union. Now we are going to include a symbol X which may belong to Vn union sigma, okay, such that there exists a production A gives alpha with A belongs to previous W and alpha contains symbol X. So this is how we are going to construct. Now, when we for how many steps we are going to continue with this? So when you get Wi plus 1 equal to Wi, because this would be sometime empty or phi. So then when you get Wi plus 1 equal to Wi, then you stop that construction. So you may say Wk plus 1 equal to Wk. Then when you get these both to be equivalent, then you stop construction of this W. Now, after this, we are going to construction of Vn dash, sigma dash, and P dash. So how exactly we are going to construct Vn dash and sigma dash? Now we already got this information, correct? So we'll write Vn dash is equal to Vn intersection the final W that you got. Okay. This is for Vn dash. Sigma dash will be sigma intersection Wi. Now P dash will have all productions A gives alpha, where A belongs to Wi. Fine. So you are going to include all productions A gives alpha with A belonging to Wi. And that's how the process would be. So we are going to construct this. Fine. So let us take an example. So let me repeat one more time what we did. What we were given grammar G containing these aspects Vn sigma Ps. We can construct equivalent grammar G dash, Vn dash, sigma dash, P dash S, such that every symbol in Vn dash union sigma dash appears in sentential form. Now, if you recall, like we already had a discussion about sentential form. Okay, so we said like whatever is appearing towards right side would be part of sentential form if it is not a terminal. If it is not direct terminal, it can be any combination. So it, like in this case, this AAS is appearing in sentential form here. Correct. So we are using that strategy over here. Fine. So we will start construction of W first. So W1 by default we are going to take S start symbol. Then next W would be created by taking into consideration previous W. Union will include every symbol X which belongs to variable set or input alphabet, such that there is a production A gives alpha. A belongs to previous W and alpha contains symbol X. So whatever symbol X that is appearing towards right would be added in this W. Fine. So let us take an example. So we'll take example. Okay, I will keep this so that you can work out. You can understand what exactly we are doing. So example. Consider CFGG with productions S gives AB, A gives A, B gives B, and E gives C. Now, if you see here, what we got, Vn is what? S, A, B, E, correct? Sigma is what? A, B, C, and start symbol is given, and this is production set. Correct. Now let us start working with the method that we saw above. So we will take first construction of Wi. So W1 would be start variable. Correct. Now W2 would be start variable union. Now try to find out, we want to find symbol X such that this X occurs to right side of variable A and A belongs to Wi. So in previous W contains S. So which is the production for S? So we have S gives AB. So we'll include A and B here. So we got this. Correct. So this means what? W2 we got as S, A and B. Now W3. W3 would be previous W, S, A, B. Now as there is no production for S, now these A and B are new entered element. So now we will write union. Now what is the production for A? A gives A, so we'll include A. What is production for B? B gives small b. Okay, and there is no other production for SAB, so this will terminate. So we will get SAB AB. Correct. W4. So we got SAB AB union now 5 because nothing is remaining other than this. So now you have variables, this set generated. Correct. Now we have to apply this mechanism to construct Vn dash. So what would be Vn dash? Vn dash would be what? Vn intersection Wi. Vn is what? SAB intersection with this. If I take intersection of this set SAB and SAB, so I will get only SA and B. Correct. Sigma dash would be sigma ABC intersection this W. So only AB. Now P dash. P dash would be what? We said we will include every production A gives alpha with A belonging to Wi. So what is P dash? In this case, what are the production for S? So all productions for S would be included. S gives AB. Next thing, A gives A and then B gives B. So this is how we can construct an equivalent grammar. Here what we did was we removed this production, okay, which is not considered while deriving the string. This is never taken into consideration because even if it is there or not, we are not too much worried about because it is not used anywhere in deriving the string or deriving the language. Right? So that's how you work with this particular theorem. I will repeat one more time. What the method we saw was we have to construct grammar G. So we have been given grammar G, Vn sigma Ps. We can construct grammar equivalent grammar G dash, Vn dash sigma dash P dash S such that every symbol in Vn dash union sigma dash appears in sentential form. So now we started with this. So we say we have to construct the G dash. So for that purpose, we will start with construction of Wi. Wi would be constructed like this. Initial configuration will have W1 equal to S. Now next W will be constructed as Wi plus 1 equal to Wi union. We will take symbol X, which either would be variable or an input symbol, such that there exists a production A gives alpha with A belongs to Wi and alpha contains symbol X. Fine. And then ultimately what we see is we will terminate this construction whenever you get both the W's to be same. Correct. Nextly, we saw construction of Vn dash, sigma dash, and P dash. So Vn dash would be what? Vn, originally your Vn set, variable set, intersection, the final W. Similarly, sigma dash, sigma, intersection Wi. P dash will have all productions of the form A gives alpha, such that this variable A for which we are going to include productions for should be belonging to this W. Correct? Right. So this is how you are rather going to construct this. So I took an example here. We say we have been given a grammar G such that S gives AB, A gives A, B gives B, E gives C. Now for this grammar, we constructed first W1. So W1 is S. We took W2 S, and then what is the production like as we talked about this X. So we took A and B there. So we got W2 to be SAB. Later we took W3 SAB union. Now for A we have A, so that's why I included B included. So we got set SAB AB. W4 SAB AB union. Now there is nothing remaining, so phi. Now then we took intersection of this set and this set to construct Vn dash, this set and this set to construct sigma dash, and P dash, as we said, all production, all the variables which are included in W, production for them would be picked, and that's what we got this. Right? So this is how you construct equivalent grammar such that every symbol from your variable set and input alphabet appears in sentential form.